I keep, like, I thought I was fine. There we go. This is the right one. It's because they move them as you do quests and it adds more cutscenes. It, like, shifts them around. So that's my fault. Well, if it isn't our great hero, Fozztail, it's good to see you. I'm going to warn you ahead of time. This guy's creepy as fuck to look at. So get ready. Why did they make him so beautiful? All the rest of them have these, like, goofy little faces, and they gave him, like, this, like, I don't know, handsome Squidward-style face. Please, hurry to the throne room and meet with the king. Don't tell me something's happened to King Poopopan. No, his condition is stable, but he has finally agreed to perform the ritual. Please, Great Fozztail, I beg you, stop the king. If he performs the ritual, he'll be in grave danger. Understood, thank you. He's so weird. And just who might you be? You're certainly a suspicious-looking one. What brings you to Megistris Castle? Oh, so you've come to this country in search of a key emblem, is that it? You must have a mark of maturity then. Go on, let me take a look at it. This is indeed an authentic mark of maturity. Now they're all cool with me. All right, everything seems to be in order. You may pass. All right, now we can go do the real stuff. I'm just going to try really hard not to miss cutscenes because that thing's not reliable. Like, I literally, right before the stream, went and checked them, and then because I did other quests, it, like, moved them again, so. And I don't want to sit here going like this with my phone with Google Translate to try to, like, get to the right one. Do I not have that saved anymore? Okay, that's fine. And we are going to... No, we'll go right to the castle. I don't remember how long this one is, but hopefully it's not too long. But that's okay. Either way, I wanted to try to get all 5, or, well, get the last 5 of them done over this week's stream, so we might as well attempt to get them all done today. Because there's, like, a decent string of stuff left in version 1. Version 1 was, like, I don't know, I feel like it was, like, a good length for everything that was in it. King Poopopan, please reconsider. Poopopan. That's what we're gonna go with. No matter how much of the miasma we've driven out, if we lose our king, this country's done for. Id, now that I've come in contact with the miasma, this old body of mine won't last much longer. Let an old man at the end of his days do as he pleases. Before I served you, I studied the thread of the miasma in Lendurzia as well. Perfectly aware that if we remain idle, the miasma that's appeared throughout the continent will lead to its annihilation. However, even if you can't perform the ritual, there is still another in whom the royal blood flows. The prince is this country's future. Now that I've been infected, all that remains is for me to await my own death. It's plain which one of us is more suitable for the rite. Even so. Do you ever shut up, Id? No matter what you or anyone else says, I will perform the royal ritual to protect this country from the miasma. If one life can save all the people of the continent, then it's a small price to pay. That's true. No, that's not necessary. Oh, it's a creepy guy. Ah, look, it's the false prophet, Fosstail. The king and I are having an important discussion. Please see yourself out. It's no trouble, Id. Fosstail, it's been a long time. And what dismal future will you predict for me this time? Fate is preordained. I'm not the one who chooses its course. So you're saying that my imminent death and Puku Land's destruction are predestined? I'm not coughing. My throat's already sore. It would be impossible for you to reach the ceremonial tower in your condition. What could you possibly know about my body? My king, do not go to the tower. If you do, then I foretell that your fate will truly be sealed. We wish to save this country from the miasma. We have no choice but to search for the late Queen Alwa's notebook. Queen Alwa's notebook? The legendary notebook that can grant any wish? Are you telling me it's real? Queen Alwa's notebook must lie somewhere in this country. With it, this country could be spared from the miasma without you giving your life. My lord, King Poo-Poo. Poo-Poo Pan. Not that I place any faith in this false prophet, but perhaps seeking Queen Alwa's notebook would indeed be wise. What, do you believe this dribble too, Id? No, sire, not in the least. Prediction, the notebook, it's all hogwash. Queen Alwa's notebook doesn't exist. Sire, get out. Don't ever let me see your face again. Bye. Hmm? Are you a traveler? What is it? What do you want from me? Man, he's looking rough. I feel bad for him. Oh, so you've come all this way in search of a key emblem. You must have worked hard to get here. Very well, I have a favor to ask of you. Enter. It's a best friend squad. No weddies, though. Well, I'm the weddy. They are? I've recently received reports of a ferocious monster inhabiting the ritual hall in Glitter Windmill Tower. Therefore, I've decided to summon the best of the best in this country to defeat them. Then we can perform the ritual in peace. I didn't realize you had thought that far ahead. Understood. In that case, I'll have my men accompany you to the ceremonial tower as part of the strike team. Once the strike teams have successfully subdued the monsters lurking in the tower, we can proceed with the ritual as planned. All in accordance to the king's will. Yeah, you will. So then, traveler, you're skilled enough to have a mark of maturity. You don't seem to be afraid of fighting monsters. I'll give you the key emblem as a reward for defeating the beast. How's that sound? Will you go with them? Yeah, I'll do it. Good on you, so you'll go with them then. A strike team is assembled. All of you are brave men and women with a mark of maturity. This will certainly give the monsters a kick in the pants. I'll present to you our strike team. Now head to the Glitter Windmill Tower on Windmill Hill to defeat the monsters lurking in the ritual hall. I'm counting on you. I can do it. I believe in myself. Isn't there like a stairwell out here? No. I don't know. There's a courtyard. I should be able to zoom out. We're not going to be doing near as much zoom in the later versions of the game. It's just they made it really convenient to finish version 1, so we might as well use it and we'll accelerate. I know I keep saying that, but I don't know, part of me feels bad for doing it, but on the same token, I can tell that's kind of what they were going for. Why don't I just go to the tower itself? I believe in you, don't crash. Okay, we good. This is the ceremonial tower. Glitter windmill tower, huh? Ah, you're part of the strike team too, huh? The king's orders are to climb this tower and defeat the terrible monsters that lurk in the ritual hall. Everyone ready? Those guys do not look like good guys. Well, actually, everybody looks a little bit angry. What's the matter, little guy? Scared before you even met the monster? I ain't afraid of no monsters. Just after we beat that beast, the king will perform the rite. Perform the royal family's traditional ritual, right? The ancient royal rituals of the Pukulipu have been handed down in our royal city of Kamihermui. A member of the royal family gives his life in the tower. His prayers will reach the heavens, and the whole continent will be protected with a holy power. That means the king will die in exchange for peace. If that happens, how's that dumb little twerp of a prince supposed to succeed him? Hey, footpod. That's going too far. The royal family are willing to give up their lives, and the prince should be the one to perform the ritual. Don't you agree? I feel like the king made his decision. Jesus. Oh, well, look at you, Mr. Holier Than Thou. Even I'd said he'd rather it be that... That doesn't make sense. Even he said he'd rather it be that useless prince than the king. This is why people say you little guys have brains to match your size. What'd you say? King Pooplepan is a full-grown man, but Prince Raguas is still just a boy. If one of them has to give up their life, even the gods would rather take a big soul over a little one, don't you think? Anyway, that's not the point. King Pooplepan's body has been stricken by the miasma. I don't know how much longer he'll last. But if Prince Raguas, his only son, died in the ritual, the royal bloodline would be cut off. I know exactly how you feel, but the king himself wants to be the one to perform the ritual. I love how they don't, like, turn, they just kind of jump turn. Of course, I know that, but still. Come on, let's go. Let's defeat the monsters lurking in the tower so the king can perform the ritual safely. It's weird, like, I don't know why. Well, all their stuff is fairly whimsical, but, like, this is like a tower where the king goes to, like, basically die to save everybody. But it's like a big, giant, like, smiling flower. And the buttons are, like, cat paws. I don't know, it just feels like it's a little dark for how, like, cute it is. But that's kind of their whole thing. I'm gonna just take a guess that it's at the very top. Where's your hair? It is a neat looking place, so I'll give them that. I think it's at the top. Yeah, okay, we good. I was gonna say, it wouldn't make sense to put the ritual, like, room, like, you know, 2 floors down or something. You gotta make use of the space. Do the top floor, make it look good. Is this the place? Hey, what's going on? There aren't any monsters here. That's odd. There's no sign of them at all. Judging from the tower structure, this must be the ritual hall. Can't be helped. Let's go back to the castle and report to the king that the ritual hall was free of monsters. That'd be troublesome. I knew it. They're bad guys. There are monsters right here in this room, right? Yeah, there's some ferocious monsters lurking just around here. And then those monsters wiped you all out. You're all gonna die. Oh, shit. You two are under id's direct command. What do you think you're doing? Whatever could you mean? You can't put 2 and 2 together right here? Oh, they're just... And, like, Belkram and Party are just standing there, like, watching these people get wiped out. It's like... Take a step forward, buddy. Do something. You really are clueless. Of course, there aren't any monsters. We lured the strike team here by spreading rumors about monsters appearing in the tower. Offering sacrifices in this ritual is all part of the plan. Oh, shit. Hey. So there's a survivor, huh? Ah, well. Have a souvenir straight from the underworld. Oh, they have like a little... Oh shit, they're monsters. Let our true forms be burned into your eyes as you breathe your last. Strunk. He's like really after the priest. You're a paladin, why don't you just shove him back with me? Well, at least this one I can like kind of keep him away from the back lines a little bit. Most of the monsters we fought today are like gigantic and way heavier than Belkram. Dunions. You've done well to defeat us. However, this ritual hall has already been stained with the blood of your foolish strike team. All according to Master Id's plan. Go on, report to the king. Tell him there never were any monsters. It was all a plot by his aide, Id. But who will the king believe? Some vagabond traveler from who knows where, or the esteemed Id? Oh, we have to go down that. Or no, we don't? It'd be cool if we could use this inside of the castles. Like, some of the castles are really big, and I'm like, if I could just evac out of the castle, that'd be great. But unfortunately, a castle does not count as a dungeon. Alright, one sec here. That's why I saved this one for last too, because they actually, when you're following the storyline, like the way they want you to, because the way they want you to is you do the 5 minor key emblems and then you do just this one for the major ones. And so it'll like offer to like, you know, kind of shift you around to like close to where you need to be. But like the other 4 that I've done, like yesterday and today, those ones you wouldn't have had that option because it's only targeting this one. And if you do this one, it tries to get you to move on with the rest of 1.0, the rest of version 1. So I don't know. I think it's easier just to do them all anyway, because you do later on, not like now, but like later on, you eventually have to do all of them. So I just do all of them. It's sometime during version, I think it's actually version 3. Somebody told me. And I believe it's when you try to go into version 3, you need to have done all 10 of them. So I'm like, why as well get it out of the way now? Because at least at this point, the story all kind of matches up and makes sense. I feel like coming back way later, I'd be like, wait, what's going on out here? How are you still alive? No, forgive me. You're part of the strike team, yes? You're not with the others. Id, what's going on? Oh my god, he's getting worse. Sire, you must rest. Think of your health. I don't have much time left. I want to serve my country till my dying breath. Oh, what a noble spirit is expected of my lord and master. He's like, he hates him. Give it a rest already. And anyway. You're the one who joined the strike team. What happened? Did you defeat the monsters safely? What? There were no monsters in the ritual hall, but rather Id's men killed the entire strike team? How dare you? What nonsense. Sire, don't listen to this fool. What a despicable coward. Sire? I include you in the strike team because you seemed like a good person. But it seems my eyes were blinded. Coward! I would have forgiven you if you'd merely ran away from the monsters. I think you'd go so far as to blame Id. See the relief on his face, too. Saying that there were no monsters and that Id, my own right-hand man, was responsible for the deaths of the strike team? What rubbish! Off wheeze. It's alright, sire. Do not trouble yourself with the shallow lies of the wicked. All this excitement is bad for your health, after all. Yeah, sorry, Id. For Id's sake, I absolve you of your crimes, but I never want to see your face again. So be on your way, traveler. If you ever come before me again, next time I won't be so merciful. There you have it, traveler. I must ask that you take your leave now. Look at these little guys. Oh no, you got me! Oh. Their return may suggest that the strike team has completed their mission by now. In that case, I must make preparations to travel to the ceremonial tower as well. Wait, he doesn't like Fozztail, so why is there a picture? It's a portrait of the hero Fozztail. The hero in the picture is smiling coolly. And then there's Niblet's fucking sister. The king doesn't even know that she just wished for him to fall in love with her. Please wait. I know you aren't lying. I need your help. Sorry to be so abrupt. I'm Fozztail, and your name is... let me guess. You're Belcrum from the village of Lane, right? It seems that Lane isn't your true birthplace. I saw this long ago. And one day, when a great calamity befell us, a traveler named Belcrum would appear and save this country. As you know, the continent of Pukuland is currently being destroyed by a miasma. King Pupopan is about to perform the royal ritual that the ritual hall has been defiled, right? So it was as I foretold after all. As I'm sure you've guessed, I have the power to see the future. The royal ritual cannot save this nation. On the contrary, if we continue with the ritual, the continent of Pukuland will suffer further calamities and perish. However, there is still one way left to save this country. Queen Alwa's notebook. If we had Queen Alwa's mysterious notebook, which can grant any wish, we could protect this country from the miasma. Please, Belcrum, I need your help. Together, we can find Alwa's notebook. Thank you. Alwa's notebook is missing right now. I have a lead, though. Queen Alwa died at her villa in the Winkle region, south of Orphea region west. It said that one day she was perfectly fine, and the next, she suddenly died a horrible death. Perhaps she wrote a third wish in her notebook. Oh, that's right. You don't know these. There's a horrible legend about the wish-granting notebook. The notebook grants 3 wishes per person. However, when the third wish is written, that person will perish. Perhaps there's a clue hidden in the villa where she died. If you go with me, you might be noticed by its men. Sorry. You go with me, you might be noticed by its men. Let's go our separate ways until we reach our destination. The ruins of Queen Alwa's villa are in the Wrinkle region near a large lake. I'll see you there. Goodbye, Weird. I just don't understand why they made him like that out of everybody else. And then you got this guy, definitely up to no good. Well, obviously, he already had his men, like, kill all of those nice people at the strike force. Yes, bring me to it. Oh, excuse me, sorry. It's been a long week and I have not had a lot of sleep this week, so I'm just tired in general. Why is that guy just hanging out in here? This mansion used to be the villa for King Megistris and his family. The late queen was from Orphea. She had a mysterious power that caused her death at a very young age. She died leaving behind a young prince. It's a very sad thing, isn't it? Okay, so he just hangs out here. Because he obviously isn't cleaning it. That's the same door that was on the hill in Orphea. Or not in Orphea, but in the Silver Hill. Mysterious door shines with a pale light. Malcolm, seems like you got here first. The door is glowing. What's going on? Don't tell me you're... you know what? She's pretty creepy looking too. There's no doubt. That's Queen Alwa, who's supposed to be dead. What on stole shit's going on here? Let's go, Belkram. Well, why'd you shut the door, man? Let me go. What a lucky girl I am. I got to meet the real Fozztail, and I got a wish-granting notebook to boot. Isn't this notebook amazing? It really makes all your wishes come true. Guess I'll have to write one more wish today. Mr. Notebook, my second wish, please. Make my son a handsome boy who will save all of Puku Lipu. What was that? Where are we? We were just in Queen Alwa's villa. My loot's disappearing. What's going on? What's this? Why are you crying, Ragwas? Dad doesn't like me. Ah, I remember now. You were getting scolded earlier, weren't you? When I predicted the future, I told Dad about it, and he said, don't ever predict anything ever again. Ah, he took after me. What with your predictions and all, so cute. We're like a matching set. I know Dad's going to get hurt. I want to tell him, but I can't because he hates me. I won't tell him again. Dad's scary. I'm not going to talk to him anymore. Well, that's sad. I don't think your father hates you, Ragwas. He just gets pouty sometimes. More importantly, Mom, tell me a story. I want to hear the story about the hero Fozztail. The one you always tell. Ragwas. Don't you want your mama's treasure? Mom's treasure? That's right. If you make me a promise, I'll give you a treasure that I've had with me all along. Yeah, I promise. So from now on, when you want to tell someone something, look them straight in the eye and speak in a loud voice, just like Fozztail. You see, in the story, Fozztail can talk to anyone, even if they're scary or if he's just meeting them for the first time. If you can do something like that, I'll treasure it in my heart forever. Can I give it to you? I can be like Fozztail? Yeah, okay. From now on, I'm going to talk to people just like Fozztail does. Okay, well done. Jazz hands. If you grow up to be a healthy boy who keeps his promises, I'll give you my treasure. Not right now? No, not yet. Your mama's treasure, my magic notebook which grants any wish, will be yours one day, after I've passed on. Mom? Oh, it's nothing. This is my final wish. But it's okay. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Right then. I'll just write it quickly. Big Bro will take care of the rest. Sorry, Regwas. I have to say goodbye to your father. Forgive me. I'll be waiting for you on the other side. Is that something that happened here in the past? Have I met Queen Alwa? Did I give her the mysterious notebook? No, I don't remember any of that. What's going on here? Queen Alwa. I don't know why they gave her like the creepiest smile face. It's so off-putting. This is my loot. Say goodbye. How'd you get this? Tell me, Queen. We're back in the real world. Don't fully understand, but it seems like the Queen wrote her third wish in the notebook and died, just as the legend says. That was a vision of a real event, and the current owner of the notebook should be Queen Alwa's son, Prince Regwas. Let's go. We need to borrow that notebook power from the prince in Megistris Castle to save this country. Feel like there's enough room? There was. We're good. The amount of times I've thought I was okay and I like smash my head off the ceiling in this game, it's not good. I started doing this, like I like look around, I'm like, okay, I think I'm alright. Alright, where's the prince live in here? It's the only thing I don't remember. He's in the very top floor somewhere. We walk by the king? That doesn't seem right. I feel like this guy's gonna stop me, right? How dare he call Insama the king's confidant a monster companion? What a despicable fellow! King Pooplepan has given his orders. He will never be allowed to enter the throne room again. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, well then I'm guessing I gotta take the stairs. I was thinking maybe like the king went away and I would just go up those wraparound stairs behind the throne maybe. But I guess it's this way. Oh, there we go. He's got a magic door, too. I guess the magic door is based on the notebook? Because every time these have appeared, it's been something to do with that notebook. I haven't seen them anywhere else so far. Door shines with a pale light. Sorry for the wait, Belkram. So this is Prince Regwa's room. There's another mysterious door here. Is this Queen Alwa's guidance? Anyway, nothing to do but press on. Oh, why? What happened to you? Dad? I'm so sorry, Regwas. The loss of your mother must have been many times harder for you than it was even for me. I'm fine. It's okay, when things are hard, you should cry until you feel better. I'm okay. I already knew what was going to happen to Mom. That's not how you say that, dude. That makes it sound... It's not a good way to sound. You knew? Yeah, I knew. I knew that Mom was... That Mom was going to die soon. I had a vision. I'm okay, though. I'm more worried about you, Dad. The hell does that mean? What's wrong with you? Were you so delighted by prophesying your own mother's death that you're predicting mine too? Oh. That's... I wanted to be like Fozztail. Fozztail? What about Fozztail? Fozztail. I heard Fozztail make a prediction. I never thought you'd sink so low as to even use your own mother's death for your silly prophecy games. Enough, Ragus. You never let me see your face again. I never want to hear another word for... He loves just dismissing people. It's like his whole Jason, get out of here. I'm not going to execute you, but you better leave. Prince Ragus, please come out. It's already been half a year. I'm sure the king has calmed down. If you see him in person and apologize, I'm sure you'll be able to... Prince Ragus, I'm your tutor, appointed by the king. I've heard you've been shut up in your room for a year now and haven't done anything with your swordsmanship or your studies. You're the one who will eventually carry this nation on your shoulders. This isn't how things should be. Prince, can you hear me? Prince! Mom, finally know why you gave me this notebook. I can see it, the future. Dad will go out to inspect a remote area, then he'll get attacked by monsters and lose his life. And as if to share the king's fate, the continent of Puku Land will be destroyed by the miasma. I have to stop my father. There's no way he'd ever listen to me. But what if it were Fozztail? If it didn't come from me, but from the legendary hero Fozztail, then surely. This is the only way to save this land now. Isn't that right, Mother? That's right. I wanted to tell my father about the future I saw that day, and I wanted to protect this country and my father. Believing that this was the only option left, I wrote a wish in the notebook my mother gave me. I wish to become Fozztail. My real name is Ragus. With the power of the notebook, I became Fozztail. I told the king of the disaster I had foreseen, however. Even as Fozztail, the king turned a deaf ear to your prophecy and was exposed to the miasma that made him incurably ill. Who's there? Well, 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 if it isn't Prince Ragus. Noisy as always, I see. I had no idea that phony prophet was you. I'm truly astonished. You're my father's aide. Everybody the demon. Spot on. My time as the king's aide was all a ruse. My true title is Dark Tactician Id. Oh, now, even if you fight me now, you're already too late, little prince. That dotard king has already left for the ceremonial tower. Do you know why I had my monsters kill the strike team in the ritual hall? When the ritual hall is stained with sacrificial blood, the tower's holy power is soured by evil. Imagine what had happened if a member of the royal family gave their life with the tower in such a state. Its power wouldn't protect the continent, it would curse it instead. Well, what have you done? And with that, I shall take my leave. Duh. Alright, well, I was gonna say, like, I hope he can get his tongue into his mouth so that he can live. After all, I can't miss my chance to watch that foolish king surrender his life, only to die a dog's death in the ritual. See ya. No. If I don't do something, my father will die. There's nothing I can do. This is my mother's notebook. To think my loot was the notebook this whole time. Malcolm, come with me to the ceremonial tower. I need your help to stop stop the king. All right, bud, I'll help you out. But first, I gotta run down like 50 flights of stairs. Okay, 3. That wasn't that bad. All right, it's time to settle this with the Dark Tactician id. All right, 1 second to apologize. Alright, let's boogie. Now, the only thing's going to be is I'm not going to be 100% sure when we're going to stream this again, because like I said, I gotta tone back on this game a little bit. I've been playing it a little bit too much, so I'm going to slow down a bit. And I'm going to get back to my like regularly scheduled stuff next week, because I'm missing Monster Hunter. We've taken almost a 2-month break. Sporadically, I played a little bit of Monster Hunter 4, but I'd like to, you know, get back into it. Just, you know, get rolling on it, because we were doing pretty good on 4. And I really want to try out some of the Zenith monsters, because there's so many that I haven't fought, and they all go from Z1 to 4. So there's also, like, multiple forms of all of these monsters that we haven't fought yet. So there's still a lot of game left to go in Frontier, even with how much we've actually played through it. I'm still satisfied with the fact that I beat, like, you know, G1 to 7 and the Origin Burst and exotic monsters. Like, I'm happy that I got through all that, but I'd be happier if I could beat the Zeniths as well. But I'm gonna make sure I take a little bit of time to sit down and play it to like get back into it, because like I'm really worried that my Monster Hunter like reflexes and all that are like just gone. It'll probably come back to me pretty quickly, but I feel like I'm gonna get stomped the first little bit that we're playing it. And hopefully we'll get some news about Monster Hunter 6 at some point soon. I don't know when they would announce it though, but it's like the 20th anniversary year, so like they got to do something, I would hope. I'm hoping they do like some kind of compilation or I don't know, something cool. We'll have to see what they do. Who knows? They might just release some art and be like, happy anniversary Monster Hunter, and not even release a new game this year. Well, I don't think it'll be this year. It'll be in 2024. Because that's the actual... yeah, I think it was 2004. Waiting for you, Belkram. This is the ritual hall that's been handed down in the royal family for generations. Dad's in here. Come on, let's go. What is this evil presence? The kings of old really performed their sacred rituals in such a place? Worry not, sire. The strike team was disposed of by my men as planned. This blood-stained ritual hall is now wreathed in a dark curse. All that remains is for you, heir of the royal bloodline, to give up your life. Don't tell me that you... Indeed, now all that remains is for you to die, and the curse's power will engulf this whole continent in miasma and mayhem. Come, foolish king. Surrender your life to me. Dad! Megwas. Oh, man, he's already in bad shape. He can't do that. Dad! Megwas, run! Oh ho, the late Queen's notebook. I didn't know it still existed. Fortune smiles upon me today. The king, the prince, the notebook, I'll destroy them all. Why wouldn't you take the notebook and get a wish? That's what I'd be doing. Oh, let's take this boy down. He put me to sleep. Thank you, Warbeard. See that? My alter ego's helping me out even on this all. Rage didn't last very long. He's almost done anyway. I was gonna rebuff, but I'm like, he's gonna drop in a minute. Possible. There's no way that a worm like you could. Thank you, Belkram. Thanks to you, this country will be saved. Now all we need is this notebook's power. It's too late for that. The king's life is ebbing away as we speak. The king dies, then the ritual will fail. The continent and Puku land will soon be enveloped by the miasma and perish. What will you do? Will you make a wish to the magic notebook, save your country, or save the king? You already made your first wish when you became Fostan. If you write 2 more wishes, then... Demons, like, don't even care that they're dying. They're like, I'm gonna talk shit on my way out. You'll die a horrible death, just like your mother. Knowing that, can you still write your wishes? Goodbye. Oh, it's still cursed. Well, that's not ideal. Dad. Dad, stay with me. Rex, I haven't seen you in so long. You've grown. Been duped by its scheme. Traveler, you were telling the truth. If only I believed you back then. If only I'd believed Father's tale. It's okay, Dad. I found Mom's wish-granting notebook. I'll write my wish in here now. You're gonna be okay. No, Reckless. All this was brought about by my own foolishness, my stubborn refusal to trust others. Don't violate the laws of heaven by reviving the life of a man whose time has already come. Rather, for this continent, which is about to perish because of my stupidity, please save Puku Land from the miasma. Pukilo. Dad. Dad! Bob Hick! Nothing is done. The power of the curse will destroy Puku Land. Dad, I'll protect this land from the miasma. I wish the miasma would vanish from Puku Land. I just wrote a second wish in the notebook. Yeah, see, like, that tower does not look like where you would have, like, a ritual where somebody sacrifices their life for the land, you know? I see it. The future. The threat of the miasma has passed. The people of Puku Land will suffer no more. This is what you wanted, right, Father? Thank you thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for everything you've done for our land, Balcrum. I gotta get some sleep. I'm really sorry. I only wrote 2 wishes in the notebook. I can still make one more wish. The country has been saved. My role as the notebook's owner is over. It'd be so much better for the country if my dad was alive rather than me. Regos tried to write his 3rd wish in the notebook. But then... Mr. Notebook, this is my last wish. Mom? One day when Ragwas is about to write his 3rd wish, I wish that his notebook would I wish that this notebook would vanish without a trace. Dad. Man, this one's a roughie, eh? The notebook disappeared. Mom, you died for me? You wrote your 3rd wish to help me? You both did all this so that I could live. Malcolm's just like, this is super uncomfortable. I actually don't know what to say about this. Father and mother both risked their lives to protect me in this country. To repay their kindness, I'll do everything I can to serve this country from now on. Wish-granting notebook is gone now, but I want to protect this country with my own power. Let's go, Belcrum. Please allow me to thank you when I return to Megistris Castle. There we go. We got, well, we don't have it yet. We're about to get the last key emblem. Finally. Actually, not really finally. They moved along at like a pretty good clip. And it was entertaining throughout. Which, like, it's hard for an MMO to, like, actually have a story that is interesting. Because, like, you know, a lot of people just don't care. And they'll just skip every cutscene and rush to the end. Like, I knew a lot of people, like, when I played Final Fantasy XIV, that's what they would do. They would just be like, you know, I played it because I enjoyed the story in that, and they played it literally just for like the end game content, and that was kind of it. And like the dungeons and that, so they'd skip every cutscene. They wouldn't know anything about the story from the time they started playing until like Endwalker when I left. And I always thought that was so weird because I was like, oh, like, you know, I will admit, like the first bit of that game wasn't great. It was a lot of like back and forth and blah blah blah. But like the later stories, like Shadowbringers and that, was really cool. But yeah, like they didn't know any of it. And they didn't care. And I don't know, this game's really cool because it strikes that balance too, where like I'm really interested in the storyline, so like I don't mind taking the extra time going through it slower just to like, you know, read all the dialogue and see everything. Now, I'm not saying I read every single side quest. Sometimes I will like kind of blitz through the text on like a random side quest, but any of the like main scenario stuff, like I think it's pretty good. And I heard it only gets better, so that's awesome. There you go, buddy. You're the king now. So long my father has sat upon this throne. I don't know anything about the weight of protecting this country as king. If only I'd had the courage, I would have had plenty of opportunity to learn from him. Velcrum, thanks to you, the kingdom of Megistris was saved. On behalf of the previous kings and all the people of Pukuland, I'm truly grateful. Thank you, Velcrum. This is my thanks. Please accept it. The best key emblem of all because it's purple. It's the most beautiful toast of all. I saw the future when you walked into the throne room just now. Eventually you'll be guided by a great destiny to save this world. Oh, and one more thing. I've opened up Megistris Station for you. Please, feel free to use it. From within these castle walls, I'll be praying that the light of righteousness will always shine upon your path. Thanks, bud. Do I need to limit break myself again? I'm going to before the next time we play, but I don't have to yet. I wish it was every 10 levels, though. Every 5 levels, I feel like I have to, like... actually, that's not true. It's not that bad, but, like, yeah, every 5 levels after level 50, you have to go, like, do the limit break quest. They're usually pretty quick, though. They're not too bad. It was something that they did back in, like, Final Fantasy XI. I don't know if any other games really did it, but, like, Final Fantasy XI did it, and then this game does it, and it's every 5 levels. Which... I don't know. I don't mind it, but 10 levels would be better. Because I feel like I have to stop what I'm doing, like, oh, well, because it doesn't bank your experience or anything. Like, if you go over, it's essentially lost. You can bank quest experience and stuff like that by going to, like, the concierge in the inn. But anything beyond that, you're kind of out of luck. All right, let's leave Velcrum in his standard hangout of Mount Katara. And then I think we'll call her a day. No crashies. Well, at least he was pretty cooperative there. Crashed for the other 2 stories. Alright. Alright, that's where we're going to leave it for today. Sorry I was a little out of it today. Like I said, the sleep problem's been real bad lately, and it's this week's been pretty rough, so if I was stumbling a little bit over the dialogue, I do apologize. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me for some Dragon Quest X. Like I said, next week, the going plan, unless something changes, is we're going to get back to Sea of Stars on Monday and Tuesday, get back into some Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate on Wednesday, and then Thursday, we're going to roll back into some Frontier. And I am doing that this time. I know I kept like going back to this, but I do need to take a little bit of a break from this because I don't want to burn myself out on Dragon Quest X because I'm only at version 2 and it's all the way up to version 6. So I gotta pace myself because I want to see all the storyline. But anyway, thank you very much once again for checking out some Dragon Quest X. I hope you have a great day. and I hope to see you again some other time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.